Hey, Holy Trinity. I'm Brian Brown. I wanted to tell you about the TCT class that we have going for 5 weeks starting this Sunday, the 21st. The class is called How to See Like a Saint. All of us have people in our lives who are counting on us to embody sainthood. Each Sunday, we're reminded that we're part of the communion of saints, that we're part of God's story. In fact, that idea of stories become almost something of a throwaway line. But too many great Christian truths have become throwaway lines, have become things that we just say. Image of God. Marriage is like Christ in the church. The material world is a good thing and has something to do with the spiritual world. These are kinds of things that if you grew up in evangelical Protestantism like I did, you probably hear those phrases a lot. You probably grew up hearing them a lot. And for every time that you heard them said, there were probably exactly 0 times that you heard them unpacked, explained. Well, what does that look like? What do I do with that information? I've found that one of the most useful and inspiring ways to unpack these kinds of questions, and most importantly, the questions of how shall we then live, come through studying the stories of the saints. Because whenever I come across a story of a saint, it seems like they just see something differently than I do. Something that enables them to just not just keep it together, not just behave themselves, but transform everything around them. What is that thing? What is that thing that they see and so clearly, and can we learn to see it too? I think by unpacking the stories themselves, it's a 5-week class. We can't go through 100 saints. I wish we could, but we will pack in as many as we can. And we're going to unpack the shared vision that connects one story of sainthood to another, and that can connect their stories to ours. We're going to unpack a lot of these truths along the way, a lot of ideas that can help us answer the question that's certainly the most burning question for me in this chapter of my life, and I suspect for many of you, the question of how can I be the person that God is calling me to be in the next chapter of my life, the next chapter of human history. So in this class, by the end of it, you will know stories of several saints whose names you know and whose stories you probably don't. These will not be biographies. We will not go, and then Augustine moved to so-and-so and did this. These are going to be stories. It might just be a moment in a saint's life, but it's a moment that is packed with truth and even a little magic. Second, you will understand, I hope, how better to participate in God's story without a New Year's resolution. And third, you will view tomorrow with a greater confidence in your role in God's next chapter for us. So the classes will be at 9 a.m. The links are on the church website. I hope you will be able to join us. If you can't join us live, you'll be able to watch the recording afterwards, and by all means, shoot me questions along the way. Looking forward to it.